Welcome back, everybody. We got week 2 of the Fittest of the Coast qualifier. This week, we've got a double header. You're gonna start out with some front squats and burpees, and you're gonna be finishing with a clean and jerk barbell ladder. Interesting thing about this workout, that barbell ladder is eerily similar to the quarterfinals workout, 24.4 from this past year, and it's gonna get heavy and it's gonna be way harder than it was in quarterfinals because it's gonna come after this terrible burpee front squat workout that we've got. All right. What I've got here for you, some strategy, points of performance. Make sure you check out below. We've got the guide where you can actually go in there, and we've got a couple of really valuable pieces in there for you. The first, we've got this burpee chart, and in there it's going to show you how much the rep speed on burpees is going to impact the overall time on that front squat burpee workout. We also have a clean and jerk chart in there that shows you what rep speed you need to maintain. Like, do you need to hit a rep every 6 seconds, every 9 seconds, every 12 seconds, in order to finish each of those barbells within that 2-minute time window. So we got that broken down. It shows you how fast you need to go to finish them in a minute, to finish them in 90 seconds, and to finish each one in 2 minutes. So that should help guide your pacing there. Now, let's talk a little bit about workout strategy here. So first off, for the front squats and the burpees, the front squats, you pretty much just have to stay unbroken throughout the entire workout. There really isn't much of an option here for most people who are trying to qualify, especially since in some of the masters divisions, they do scale the weights down. So I think for most people, keeping the front squats unbroken is going to be one of the keys to moving fast in this workout. If you break a front squat, you have to drop the bar. You're going to take a second, obviously, or else there wouldn't be a reason to break, and then pick it back up, which means you're going to have to clean the bar again and either squat clean or power clean. It's just a lot of time wasted if you're trying to move fast on this workout. Now, the other thing to keep in mind on the front squats is that you don't want to go at a sprint pace unless you are just the master of front squats. What you want to try and do here is move steady, move consistently, and make sure, most importantly, that you're breathing through those front squats so that when you get to the burpees, you can push hard. Now, I'm telling you that the burpees are probably the most important component of this workout because almost everybody that's competing is going to stay unbroken on those burpees. However, if you go too fast in that round of 12, that round of 10, you're going to blow yourself up, and that round of 8 and 6 are going to take forever. So I would choose a very fast but sustainable burpee pace all the way through the 12, the 10, the 8, and when you get to the 6, 4, 2, you're going to be getting back to those burpees really fast because 6 front squats, 4 front squats, and 2 front squats go really quickly. So that last little bit, the 6, 4, and 2 are going to basically feel like they're just kind of mashed together, like there's not a break. But with all that being said, for the burpees, your primary goal there is to pick a fast but sustainable pace across and then sprint your last 2. The other thing to keep in mind is that whatever rest time you can bank within that first 10 minutes, you're going to need as much of that as possible for the second part. But if you completely blow yourself up on 24.2, when you get to the barbell ladder in 24.3, you're going to have caused yourself some major problems. Now, another thing to keep in mind, because this is 2 separate scores, the best strategy here is to create a balance of both. If this were an in-person competition and you were getting 100 points for first place, a different scoring system, then it might make sense to sandbag one and really push the other. But this being a qualifier, getting 1 point per place, the best strategy is to turn in your best score on both. So that means you can't go full dummy on the front squat bar facing burpee workout or lateral burpee workout. You have to leave a little bit in the tank so that you can make sure you can perform well on part 2. All right, 24.3, we've got this clean and jerk ladder. So we're going 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. You have to complete each of those within that 2-minute window. In my opinion, the most important thing in this workout is managing your clock time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have someone who's basically telling me when I need to take that next rep. The only exception to that might be in the 10 barbell. So for me, the first bar is 185. So I might just kind of hold off and just cycle that by comfort, especially since I'm coming off some of the fatigue from the front squat bar facing burpee. But once I get into the 8s, the 6, the 4s, and the 2, I'm going to have someone who's basically counting off rest for me to make sure that I'm sticking to a pace that's going to let me finish each of those barbells under that 2 minutes, because that is the crux of this workout. Now, if you're someone who's going to struggle with finishing those barbells within those 2-minute windows, again, managing your rest clock is going to let you get the most reps possible within each of those 2-minute windows. So regardless of whether or not you're 100% sure you're going to finish every single one of those 2-minute windows all the way through the 30 clean and jerks. Or if you're someone who's like, I'm barely going to make it through the 8s, clock management or rest management in that part of the workout is the key to a successful score. So like I said, in that strategy guide, we have a chart that breaks down how quickly you need to hit each rep in order to finish each barbell within a window. And you can build a simple strategy from that and have someone say, hey, I want to hit a rep every 10 seconds or every 9 seconds when I'm on the, on the second barbell. And if you have someone help keep you accountable, I can almost guarantee you're going to perform better that way than if you're just going by feel, because inevitably we start feeling bad for ourselves and taking much longer breaks between barbells. So, especially considering that this is a barbell ladder under fatigue, I think rest management is the most important thing. Those are the big keys for this workout, at least in my opinion. Don't forget, we've got that strategy guide. Download it down below. Anything else? Blah, 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 blah. How do I finish this thing, Chris?
That's good, Kyle.
Chris says that's good. Good luck out there. See if you can beat me on that leaderboard.